Students, in the previous lecture, we have seen the three phases. One is agent discovery, second is registration, third one is data transfer. So, we'll discuss all those three in detail. Agent discovery consists of two subphases. Okay, and this agent discovery is the first phase in mobile communication, that is consisting of two subphases. A mobile host must discover a home agent. So a mobile host must discover a home agent before it leaves its home network. A mobile host must also discover a foreign agent after it has moved to a foreign network. This discovery consists of learning care of address as well as foreign agent's address. Discovery involves two types of messages: advertisement and solicitation. Now, what is this agent advertisement? Whenever a router its presence on a network using an ICMP router advertisement, whenever a router advertises its presence on a network using an ICMP router advertisement, then it can append an agent advertisement to the packet if it acts as an agent. If it acts as an agent. Okay, if it acts as an agent. So this diagram is going to show an agent advertisement which is piggybacked into the router advertisement packet. To the router advertisement packet. So whatever is mobile IP does not use a new packet type for agent advertisement. It uses the router advertisement packet of ICMP and appends an agent advertisement message. So this is agent advertisement, ICMP advertisement message. So this is agent advertisement which is piggyback to the router advertisement packet. So you can see ICMP advertisement message, type, length, sequence number, lifetime, code, result, care of address. So we'll see the field descriptions. The type field which is of 8 bit is set to 16. So the type field is set to 16 which is of 8 bit type field. Length. The 8 bit length field defines the total length of the extension message, not the length of the ICMP advertisement message. Third, sequence number. The 16-bit sequence number field holds the message number. The recipient can use the sequence number to determine if a message is lost. So the 16-bit sequence number field holds the message number. The recipient can use the sequence number to determine if a message is lost. Lifetime. The lifetime field defines the number of seconds that the agent will accept request. If the value is a string of ones, the lifetime is infinite. So the lifetime field defines the number of seconds that the agent will accept request. If the value is a string of ones, the lifetime is infinite. Code. The code field is an 8-bit flag in which each bit is set to 1 or unset 0. The meanings of the bits are shown in table. Code bits. If bit is 0, the code bit, if it is 0, it indicates registration required, no collocated care of address. If bit is 1, agent is busy and does not accept registration at this moment. 2. Agent acts as a home agent. 3. Agent acts as a foreign agent. 4. Agent uses minimal encapsulation. 5. Agent uses generic routing encapsulation, GRE. 6. Agent supports header compression. 7. Unused. unused. Then next field is care of address. So you can see here now the field another is care of address, which has been shown here, foreign agent only. Foreign agent only, we'll see that care of address field. So this field contains a list of addresses available for use as care of addresses. The mobile host can choose one of these addresses. The selection of this care of address is announced in the registration request. Note that this field is used only by a foreign agent. So it has been shown in bracket now. Only by foreign agent it will be used. Okay. Next we'll see about agent solicitation. When a mobile host has moved to a new network and has not received agent advertisements, it can initiate an agent solicitation. It can use the ICMP solicitation message to inform an agent that it needs assistance. Mobile IP does not use a new packet type for agent solicitation. It uses the router solicitation packet of ICMP. Next we'll see about registration. This is the second phase in mobile communication, which is registration. After a mobile host has moved to a foreign network and discovered the foreign agent, it must register. Then there are four aspects of registration. There are four aspects of registration. We'll see that what is the four. One, the mobile host must register itself with the foreign agent. So the first aspect is the mobile host must register itself with the foreign agent. Second, the mobile host must register itself with its home agent. This is normally done by foreign agent on behalf of the mobile host. Third, the mobile host must renew registration if it has expired. Fourth, the mobile host must cancel its registration, that is deregistration, when it returns home. Okay. So next we'll see about request and reply. To register, we'll see about request and reply. So the mobile host uses a registration request and a registration reply, as it will be shown in this figure. It uses a registration request and registration reply as shown in figure to register with the foreign agent. To register with the foreign agent. Foreign agent. Now, what is this registration request? A registration request is sent from the mobile host to the foreign agent to register its care of address and also to announce its home address and home agent address. The foreign agent, after receiving and registering the request, relays the message to the home agent. That is, the foreign agent relays the message to the home agent after receiving and registering the request. This is one note. What is that note? The home agent knows the address of the foreign agent because the IP packet that is used for relaying has the IP address of the foreign agent as a source address. Figure, format of the registration request. Okay, you can see this is about registration request format. So we'll discuss about the fields. So the field descriptions are as follows. Type. This is a 8-bit type field which defines the type of message. For a request message, the value of this field is 1. Flag. This 8-bit flag field defines forwarding information. The value of each bit can be set or unset. The meaning of each bit is given in the table. So we'll see the table. See, if registration request flag field bit, if bit is 0, mobile host requests that home agent retains its prior care of address. If bit is 1, mobile host requests that home agent tunnel any broadcast message. Bit 2, mobile host is using collocated care of address. 3, mobile host requests that home agent use minimal encapsulation. 4, mobile host request generic routing encapsulation GRE. 5, mobile host request header compression. Bit 6 to 7 result bits. Lifetime. Next we'll see lifetime. This field defines the number of seconds the registration is valid. If the field is a string of zeros, the request message is asking for deregistration. If the field is a string of ones, the lifetime is infinite. Home address. This field contains the permanent, that is the first address of the mobile host. Home agent address. This field contains the address of the home agent. Care of address. This field is temporary, which is second address of the mobile host. Identification. Care of address. Identification. You can see identification here. This field contains a 60 identification, you can see here, no? Contains a 64-bit number that is inserted into the request by the mobile host and repeated in the reply message. It matches a request with a reply. Next we'll see about extension. Extension. It is variable length extensions are used for authentication. They allow a home agent to authenticate the mobile agent. So next we'll see about registration reply. A registration reply is sent from the home agent to the foreign agent and then relayed to the mobile host. The reply confirms or denies the registration request. So we'll see the figure of format of registration reply. So this is a format of registration reply. Okay, format. Then whatever are the fields, so you can see type, code, lifetime, home address, home agent address, identification, extension. This is format of registration. Whatever are the fields are similar to those of the registration request with following exceptions. Value of type field is 3. So whatever is the type field, value is 3. The code field replaces the flag field. So whatever is a code field replaces the flag field and shows the result of the registration request, which may be acceptance or denial. Care of address field is not needed. Care of address field is not needed. Next we'll see about encapsulation. Encapsulation. The registration messages are encapsulated in a UDP user datagram. An agent uses the well-known port 434. A mobile host uses an ephemeral port. Next, data transfer. After agent discovery and registration has been completed, a mobile host can communicate with a remote host. So the idea showing this data transfer is in this figure. You can see this. Okay. This is a diagram showing the idea of data transfer. So the data transfer can be from remote host to home agent. So it can be from remote host to home agent. Now we'll see what is that remote host to home agent. So we can see data transfer here. See how the data transfer is shown by arrows. Okay. From remote host to home agent. When a remote host wants to send a packet to the mobile host, it uses its address as a source address and the home address of the mobile host as destination address. Putting in another form, the remote host sends a packet as though the mobile host is at its home network. The packet, however, is intercepted by the home agent, which pretends it is mobile host and is done using ARP technique. Next, from home agent to foreign agent. Okay, we'll see that. When the packet is received, home agent sends a packet to the foreign agent using the tunneling concept. Home agent encapsulates the whole IP packet inside another IP packet using its address as a source and the foreign agent's address as the destination. As a destination, path 2 in the figure shows this step. You can see path 2. So numbers are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4 path. Path 1 is indicating from remote host to home agent. Path 2 is indicating from home agent to foreign agent. Next, we'll see from foreign agent to mobile host. So path 3 is showing, you can see 3 number from foreign agent to mobile host. Okay, when the packet is received by foreign agent, it removes the original packet. However, since the destination address is the home address of the mobile host, foreign agent consults a registry table to find the care of address of the mobile host. So the packet is then sent to the care of address. So path 3 shows this step. When the packet is received by foreign agent, it removes the original packet. However, since the destination address is a home address of the mobile host, foreign agent consults a registry table to find the care of address of the mobile host. The packet is then sent to the care of address. Path 3 shows this step. Fourth is from mobile host to remote host. Path 4 shows the step from mobile host to remote host. When a mobile host wants to send a packet to a remote host, it sends as it does normally. As it does normally. The mobile host prepares a packet with its home address as a source and the address of the remote host as the destination. Although the packet comes from the foreign network, it has a home address of the mobile host. So path 4 of figure shows this step. Path 4. When a mobile host wants to send a packet to a remote host, so it is from mobile host to remote host, it sends as it does normally. The mobile host prepares a packet with its home address as a source and the address of the remote host as the destination. Although the packet comes from the foreign network, it has the home address of the mobile host. Path 4 of figure shows this step. Next, we'll see about transparency. In this data transfer process, remote host is unaware of any movement by the mobile host. So the remote host sends packets using the home address of the mobile host as the destination address. It receives packets that have the home address of the mobile host as a source address. So whatever is the movement is totally transparent. The movement of mobile host is not aware to the rest of the internet. So we'll stop here. We'll continue.